Dr. Schultz, please, take a seat.
Thank you.
Okay, now we can begin. So why are you here, Robert?
Well, it all started with me having these weird dreams. I kept it was just this one dream in particular. And then I just kept having that dream over and over again.
Okay, and are you able to recount this dream?
Well, it always started off with me at an empty intersection, and it's nighttime. And I'm always alone at the intersection. And across the street, there's always this hooded man just standing there, but I never ever saw what he looked like.
Yes, go on.
The light would turn green, and then I'd start to cross the street, and he'd do the same. But it always seemed like we'd just pass each other by. But then
What, Robert?
He'd straight up punch me in the face.
Was it like a slap or a nudge?
No, it's a full-on punch.
And can you feel the pain in the dream?
Yes, and it hurts a lot.
Okay, and then what happened next?
Wouldn't be until at least like 10 seconds after the punch I'd wake up. After that, I'd wake up in cold sweats. This dream would affect my daily life. I never knew what the dream meant until one night. On December 6, 2010, I took a late night walk to Rouse. Upon my arrival to Rouse, I would have found out that it was closed. It was my walk back home that would have changed everything. When I approached the crosswalk to get back home, I saw on the other side of the street the same hooded man that had been appearing in my dreams.
And then what, Robert? And then what?
I panicked. What was I supposed to do? If I didn't punch him, he would have punched me, right?
I see.
Right?
Robert, it's time to stop the act now.
What are you talking about?
We've been through this hundreds of times. I think it's time we confront this thing once and for all.
I've never been here before. This is my first session.
Is it, Robert? Is it really?
Yes, it is.
Then if this is your first time here, explain exactly what you were doing before you got here.
Well, Gosh, why is it so hard for me to remember?
I'll tell you. This is a state prison, Robert. You were sleeping before we called you in for your checkup.
What? What are you talking about?
You've been here for 5 years.
You're lying. I don't belong in prison. I didn't do anything.
Robert, think. Why do you think you've been having these dreams? Why do you think you've been serving 5 years in prison?
No.
Yes, Robert, it's because you are the hooded man in your dream. In fact, your name isn't even Robert.
No! This can't be possible!
You're a depressed, passive-aggressive homeless man with nothing to live for. On the night of December 6, 2010, you decided to take out all of your anger and frustration on an innocent man walking home from Ralph's. Robert Dillionson is the name of the man that you punched in the face. You punched him so hard in the face, you shattered every bone. You broke his face.
These are lies, I tell you!
Since then, you were sentenced to 6 years in the California State Prison. You couldn't deal with the guilt of completely destroying another man's face, so you took it upon yourself to mentally become Robert Dillionson. Ever since you took that name, your mind has transformed itself into having the ability to erase all of your old memories.
No!
And the reason you have been having these dreams is because your dreams are helping you face the truth. The truth that you are a face breaker!